Good morning, agents, and welcome to another daily episode of Target Loot Today for October 9th, the series that shows you the Target Loot map, farming tips and tricks, vendor reset highlights, and much more. I'm Agent Shadow, and if you enjoy my content, please consider smashing the subscribe, like, and share buttons below. Also in the pinned comment, there's links to join my Discord and clan, links to support my channel like becoming a member, and a lot more. Anyway, let's get started with the Dark Zones first and the highlights from the vendors, then DC, and finally New York City targeted loot highlights last. Alright agents, so starting off with DZ West, we got Gilligard as targeted loot. Now there's nothing that's DZ exclusive to farm for targeted loot today, but in DZ West, we do have the rock and roll shotgun with perfectly extra. That's definitely worth picking up. And then over in DZ South, we got Badger Tough targeted loot. Once again, no DZ exclusive, but you can get the rail splitter with perfect accurate on it. So that would be this weapon right here. Perfect accurate, you get plus 50% accuracy. It's definitely worth it. Just roll damage to targets out of cover on the third attribute, and this thing actually shreds really fast. And over in DZ East, you got Araldo Holdings, but once again, no DZ exclusives, so I'm just going to move on to Northside targeted loot highlights. Alright agents, we're over here at Northside targeted loot highlights. Overlord at Camp White Oak. If you're looking for that Fox's Prayer knee pads with damage to targets out of cover at 8% on the second slot, I would farm Camp White Oak today for sure. That's multiplicative damage. That's always more important than getting over 200% crit damage. Just roll, damage to targets out of cover like I did on that rail splitter. Roll it on any of your weapons and then pair it with the Fox's Prayer if you can. Knee pads at Coney Island Ballpark, so you can get the Fox's Prayer, but I would recommend Overlord. Then Sawyer's knee pads, and then of course Ninja Bike Messenger knee pads. You got gloves at Manning National Zoo, so if you want the BTSU gloves or the contractor's gloves, that gives you 8% damage to armor. You can also grab those today at Manning National Zoo. Kinley College is open for another 3 days. And then skill attachments at the summit. That's definitely not worth farming, and I can't wait for TU 11.1 to come out when we're going to be able to pick our own targeted loot and all that good stuff. So anyway, let's go check out the west side targeted loot highlights. Alright agents, we're over here on the west side highlights. So first off, we do got Bellstone Armory at Bank HQ. You can get the everyday carrier with perfectly efficient, and then still possibly the liquid engineer. I still haven't seen proof that it's not a DZ exclusive. If you have proof, please let me know. Providence Defense at Downtown West, you can get the perfect glass cannon, the sacrifice chest piece. That's definitely worth grabbing, but I personally prefer Obliterate or Intimidate over that talent. You got submachine guns at Roosevelt Island. You can farm for the Lady Death, refarm the Chatterbox, or you can get a good Vector variant or MPX. There is no way to get the Dark Winter or Apartment in the Light Zone. It's a DZ exclusive, but you could get the Swap Chain or the Perfect Outsider talent on the Safety Distance named SMG. We also got Sokolov Concern at the White House, so if you need a piece of Sokolov, especially a chest or backpack that's all reds, for sure farm the White House today. You got 2 control points to do that. They're both manhunts as well. And I think that they're pretty easy, cool control points to run. Like you could see, I've actually done this one recently. I think it was yesterday night, just because for fun. So maybe if you want to farm Sokolov Concern, it's not really too bad just because you only have 2 control points. Got Alp Summit at Federal Emergency Bunker. You can always get the percussive maintenance with perfect tech support, or you can just, get a good chest piece with empathetic resolve. That's what I would do and put it on a healer build. And then yeah, that's pretty much it for the west side. There isn't a whole lot I see or recommend for today on the west side, so let's check out the east side. Alright agents, now we're over here on the east side targeted loot. So the first thing I see is double targeted loot for Bellstone Armory. Then you got Douglas and Harding at Downtown East, so you can get the Punch Drunk Mask that gives you plus 20% headshot damage baked right into it. Rifles at Judiciary Square, so you can get the Diamondback or Merciless exotic rifles, or you can get a good classic M1A. I always put the best damage talents on those, which is Boomerang, Rifleman, or Ranger. And if you're on console, then you can get the Baker's Dozen named one with the lucky shot, perfect lucky shot on it. Doubles for SMGs over here in Federal Triangle, and doubles for Sokolov at Viewpoint. You got chess pieces at American History Museum, and it's a True Sons mission, so that gives an even higher chance for the tardigrade exotic chess piece to drop from this mission today. Then we have holsters at East Mall. So that's 4 different control points you can farm for the Imperial Dynasty in the Forge holster, which gives you a whole extra shield tier to your shield's health. Actually, to your shield's everything. I think it's just your shield's health. And then shotguns at Air and Space, you can get the new The Mop, which gives you 10% armor on kill. I always roll close and personal on that, by the way. Or you can get the Sweet Dreams exotic shotgun, or the other 2 I used to get were the Marine Super 90 and the custom M870, but I just don't feel like those are worth using anymore because we have the Mop now. Doubles for Alps and Gila Guard, but we do have Grupo Sombro at Southwest if you need 1 piece for DPS builds and 2 pieces for explosive skill damage builds. Alright, let's go check out what we got in New York City target loot highlights, and then I'll let you guys go. Alright, agents, so let's get this thing started with the Tombs area. Like it shows on the thumbnail, today is one of the best days for Bullet King to drop. You can also get the Pestilence and all the good named LMGs like the new Reliable and Good Times, Perfect Fast Hands, Carnage, Sleipnir, all of the named LMGs. But the Bullet King is going to drop more than likely here because it's a Rikers mission. So the Rikers bosses have this increased chance for the Bullet King to drop. So if you need it, today is a really good day to get it. We also got doubled targeted loot for gloves and Walker Harrison Co. at 2 bridges, so you can farm for the Chain Killer, Perfect Headhunter chest piece. Petrov at Stranded Tanker would be the best to farm for the Contractor's gloves alone. And then Hana Yu at Financial District if you want the Force Multiplier backpack with Perfect Combined Arms. That gives you 30% extra skill damage just for shooting and hitting something every 3 seconds. I run that on my turret drone build every day. And then the last 2 things we got are gear system mods at Liberty Island. If you want to get a max gear system mod, I would run that on Heroic. And then finally, you got gear sets at Battery Park. So anything but System Corruption, which is DZ exclusive, or the Foundry Bulwark, the Future Initiative chest and backpack pieces, those are still exclusive to the Iron Horse raid. Alright, agents, well that was the target of loot for today, October 9th. Thank you so much for watching, and be sure to subscribe and like and share too if you enjoyed my content. If you would also like to become a member, click the join button below to further support my dream of being a full-time content creator, or grab some Shadow Gaming merchandise. Just 3 or 4 days ago, I just put out a whole new listing which has a lot more cool stuff on it. Or you can join my Patreon, Subscribe Star to support me on alt tech, or just watch to the very end of this video. I mean, honestly, that's probably the best thing you can do, so I really appreciate who's still watching or listening. Anyway, take care, agents, and be sure to stay tuned for more daily, dedicated Division 2 content. This is Agent Shadow signing off. I will see you in the next video. Take care, agents.